September 10th, 2017, Hurricane Irma came to South Florida.
Well, Hurricane Irma is currently between Cuba and the Bahamas. It's projected to hit Florida in the next 2 days. The storm carries winds of up to 150 miles an hour. It has already ripped through several Caribbean islands.
It was very chaotic to see private airports. When we saw in 2017, September 8th and 9th, where we were having the most abundance of passengers here at the Boca Raton Airport. It was a crazy experience. You know, we started giving out waters to the people down here. There were cats, there were dogs. There was a whole bunch of stuff going on, crazy stuff. There were dog fights here at the airport. September 2017, September 10th comes, and that's when Hurricane Irma hits.
More than 3.5 million people are without power in Florida right now, and Irma will threaten people throughout the night and into the morning.
It wasn't that bad. It was something that we did and that we helped out so many people down here in Florida. A couple days after, there was a big hurricane coming. One of the biggest hurricanes that has hit the Atlantic Ocean. And it was going straight to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has recently received a hit from Irma, and now we know this Category 5 hurricane is coming to Puerto Rico.
In just a matter of weeks, we haven't seen 2 Category 5s in a row since 2007, and this one is on a beeline to perhaps devastate Puerto Rico and again parts of the U.S. and British Virgin Islands.
Making landfall as a Category 5 storm.
Maria, a powerful Category 4 storm, is now barreling towards Puerto Rico.
I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but we had some predictions. The whole team was ready for it. The scariest thing happened in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico is in desperate need of assistance. The island remains in crisis 5 days after Hurricane Maria made direct landfall. Residents there remain without power, food, clean water, cell service.
Now, meanwhile, the entire island of Puerto Rico, the entire island is in the dark.
Having that experience with Irma, like I said, it wasn't that bad here, but I went through the feeling of helping people. I went through the moment of going and forgetting about your family's birthday and your own business and just trying to help people get out, have the whole families so happy, hugging each other, knowing that they're getting out, they're gonna be safe and sound. Now I'm living the same thing with Puerto Rico, but now they're not like the people here in South Florida that can't afford private aviation. Not everybody can afford private aviation or private jets or evacuations on whatever means they can from Puerto Rico. There's very poor people. So now we're looking at Puerto Rico. Now there's a call for help. And having that feeling of helping during Hurricane Irma made me want to do the same thing, but even more with Hurricane Maria. It was the whole team. We decided to start helping out. And the first thing we did was start sending private jets with as little as 1,800 pounds of supplies. When we did this, we did it with our own means. I went to Walmart with my friend Double X, like, bro, you have the network of people. Let's spread out the word. Let's make things happen.
So we got here, it's 4:23 already, and we're getting more supplies for Puerto Rico. We're loading up Hawker 800 and pretty much just trying to help out.
We were buying ourselves water, canned food, everything we could that we thought without any experience of relief. We did a quick research. We thought what they can use, what they can need, gather ourselves as much as we could, and then we went straight to the plane.
So, how many bottles of water is that? This is like, I don't know, that's like 50 pounds? So, just load it up. Shit. Yeah, because then how can we, yeah, we don't have two hands. First load. There we go.
Let's go, use those muscles, man. Yeah.
Second load.
Yeah, those thorns. These last ones. Look, that's all of them too. There's not even any more left.
More sausages.
We're over here at Supplies in Puerto Rico. This is the man.
The mayor of Miami was going that same day with 11,000 pounds to Puerto Rico with supplies. And the only thing I can think of is like, you know, I'm sending 1,400 pounds, but it's a grain of sand that is gonna help me build that castle of sand in Puerto Rico. It wasn't the amount of supplies, it was the gesture that it created a snowball effect. I was in the news, you know, Telemundo and ABC News happened to be there.
Before the sun even came up, this group of friends were already hard at work loading a small aircraft with 1,400 pounds of supplies, which they bought with their own money.
Just wanted to help out. We experienced the same situation a couple weeks ago with Irma. So we understand exactly what it is to feel without supplies, without water, without food.
Su canal 51, más temprano en horas de la mañana de hoy, fue presente de cuando un grupo de jóvenes, manos de civiles, aquí a nivel local, pues llenaba un avión privado con ayuda necesaria también para Puerto Rico. Estuvimos conversando con uno de ellos. Esto fue lo que nos dijeron. ¿Qué los mueve a hacer algo así por una isla que está en tanta necesidad?
Bueno, la verdad, hemos sentido la experiencia, vivimos esto con Irma y sinceramente es una cosa que no queremos que otra gente pase y si podemos minimizar el sufrimiento, lo vamos a hacer. Vamos a intentar de que mandarle lo que más podamos para que la gente no se sienta desamparada. Un granito de arena los va a ayudar y si todo el mundo hace esto, este tipo de gestiones, la gente de Puerto Rico se va a sentir más apoyada y vamos a hacer un cambio todos.
¿Cuántas libras lograron llenar en el avión?
Es un total de 1.400 libras con agua, suplementos de Gatorade, tenemos pañales, medicamentos, galones de gasolina y bueno, la verdad que la ayuda de mis amigos y familiares han ayudado a que esto pase.
Somebody put me on Facebook, they put me on a group chat, and then next thing I know is I'm working hand to hand with the This is a Crisis, hashtag This is a Crisis, with Bethany Frankel.
Major folks outside of FEMA are stepping up to help. One of them is Bethany Frankel. We know Bethany is an entrepreneur, a TV star from the series Real Housewives of New York City, also founder of Be Strong. That's an initiative for women and families in crisis. And Bethany, it's great to have you on. We had Fat Joe on, who's a music producer and artist, also now an activist trying to help folks out in Puerto Rico. And we know people with ties to Puerto Rico that have been trying to help the people there. What inspired you to charter planes and take victims and also donate items to the people in Puerto Rico?
It sort of just started as me saying I feel helpless, and people around me saying you can't go there, you're crazy, there's no water, there's no electricity, and I'm like, why can't I go there? So I chartered the first plane and was going to fill it, and then I got in touch with a company called
Vida Jets, who are hoping Carmelo is going to come through. That's a 200,000 pound jet. I mean, they can carry 200,000 pounds plane, and it's at 145,000. We're trying to get into.
We offered her the private jets. We were telling her, this is what we have. You can put all your supplies. And every plane that we had, she would send her team, fill out the plane, and then we would send it to Puerto Rico.
Hi.
Stephanie.
How are you?
How's everything?
Oh my God, I got hit by a train.
She's ready for Miami.
Yeah, hard. Ready for bed.
Fort Lauderdale executive loading up Learjet on behalf of Bethany Frankel. We really want to thank her for all her support and all her efforts to get people on board, to get people volunteering into Puerto Rico. Fueling up right here. Filling up this plane. We're going to pack it up with goods. Genesis acá.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Saludos. Qué lindo es tener gente buena que quiera ayudar de corazón. Gracias. La Vida Jets, se los agradezco mucho. Arriba Puerto Rico.
Gente, gracias por el apoyo, gracias a Vida Jets que se están portando con nosotros bien chévere. La gente apoyando al 100 y ayudándonos a hacer nuestra misión. Gracias, Vida Jets. Gracias. Omar, Camilo.
Camilo, yo soy Omar. Este señor que está aquí es un santo. Y a todos ustedes les digo, gente como él son los que hacen la diferencia. Créanme, gente como él hace la diferencia. Gracias. Mi familia y mi gente de Puerto Rico se lo agradece mucho.
Gracias.
Dude, appreciate it.
Gracias. Lock and load?
Not yet. Hold on just a second.
Almost. Yeah, we're almost there.
After we sent several jets to Puerto Rico, the angel of light comes in. Her name is Allison Thompson. She contacts Vida Jets and says, can we make something happen? So we did our best. We got a Gulfstream. She loaded up with solar lights. Her goal was to light up and to bring as many lights as she could to those homes that were in need, to those homes that had kids, to those homes that the kids had fear of the dark. That was one of the last flights that we did with Vida Jets for Puerto Rico. So what is this, what's this whole vlog about, and why am I talking about something that happened, and why am I shooting this right now in 2018, and why am I saying this if this happened a year ago? First of all, we didn't have the vlog, so I'm glad we were able to have some sort of documentation about what happened last year. The other thing I wanted to do is really, what do I want to do in 2018? And how can I make it even broader? How can I make it 10x it? How can I make it so I can do what I want to do? And it's obviously having a focus on the aviation side, but also being able to help others. being able to give without receiving. It brings so much value to what life is. You know, aside from business, what you can do for people, it's just amazing things. So we also got involved with transporting people over there. We had so many people that were willing to help, and I'm sure whenever in Puerto Rico they talk about VitaJets, I'm sure a lot of people are going to know that VitaJets was the company that helped without caring about what it was, what we had to do. So this video comes because it's one of the things that changed my life. A lot of people would think it's easy. It's not easy. It's tiring. It really drains you out. It gives you so much power because you know that you will be changing someone's life by saving their parents, by saving their dog, by saving whomever you're saving, by doing whatever you're doing, by just being there and having that voice that they can talk to. Hey, I have this people, I have this family member, I have this person that needs to get out of Puerto Rico, and giving them the hope that becomes reality, that they can bring their family member over here. That is what, it's a game changer. That is what really fills you up. Sometimes our voice is not as loud as other ones, but the only thing we can do is do.